Recording also. Yes, it started. All right. So I was at this small example, as I was saying. Let me repeat what I was saying. Uh, so you are a company. You are coming to me for a loan, working capital loan. I asked you for your balance sheet. I looked at it. I saw that your current assets is 100 rupees. Your current liabilities is 30 rupees. So your working capital is 70 rupees. You asked me for a 70 rupees loan. I told no, 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 I won't bear the whole thing. You have to bear part of it. I will bear the rest. You invest from your hand 25 rupees. I will bear 75, the rest 75%. So if we calculate 25% of the 70, that comes to 70 into 25%, right? That comes to 17.5. That means you will invest from your own hand 17.5 rupees, and bank, that means me, I'll give you a loan of 52.5. Is that okay? Is that understood?
Yeah,
Yeah,
understood.
that's pretty much very simple, right? So one scenario I told that. One more day you came. One more day you came. I was in a very bad mood. Suppose you told me the exactly same scenario, and you gave me your balance sheet. You had the same asset, 100 rupees asset, and current assets and current liabilities was 30 only. Your working capital was 70, and you are looking for a loan of 70 rupees only. I told, no, no, I won't give 70 rupees. You have to invest 25%, but not of the working capital, but of current assets. I will repeat that. You have to invest 25%, same percentage only, but not of working capital, but of current assets. Rest amount of money I will invest. Let's look at it, what I told. Okay. So 25% of what I said, current assets. Current assets is how much? 100 rupees. Am I right? If you do a 25% of that, that comes to 25 rupees. Now when you deduct 70, 25, that comes to 45 rupees. I'm giving a loan of only 45 rupees. So I was in a bad mood. Basically, I didn't give you much loan. That's why I told, instead of working capital, I'll calculate the 25% on the current assets. Did you get it? Is that okay? Definitely
Yeah.
that can happen in another scenario, right? Any doubts, guys? I'll give you 2 seconds if you have. Okay, no problem. I'll take that as a no. It is pretty much simple. So one other day you came, I was actually in a better mood. I was in a very good mood. You asked me for the what do you call, the loan, working capital loan only. Today, what happened was, I asked you one additional question. Tell me, what is your, uh, along with the current assets and current liability, tell me what is your total of raw material, working process, other day-to-day expenses. Whatever those expenses are, those I'm not going to bear, first of all. So I'll call them as core current assets. I will not pay for that. You have to bear those yourself. Those basic stuff, raw material, other basic expenses, day-to-day operation expenses. For that, I am not going to pay. You pay for that first of all. Whatever is the rest amount of current assets that you have, on that 25% also you invest. So you invest twice, basically. Bank, me, I'm telling you, you invest twice. First, you invest in the basic expenses, that is in core current assets. Second one, you invest in, after deducting the core current assets, whatever is the balance, 25% of that also you invest. Suppose in our example, core current assets is 10 rupees. Your current assets was 100. From that, you deduct 10 rupees and you calculate the balance value to be 90 rupees. So what bank I am saying you is, you calculate 25% of that 90 rupees. You got 22.5. Am I right? Yeah. So you deduct that from your working capital. You deduct that from your working capital. That gives you the value that I'm going to allow you as a loan, that is 37.5. So these three methods are the recommendation of this committee called Tandon Committee, and many banks actually follow this exactly same method in order to calculate how much of loan can we give to a company, maximum value of loan, how much can we give. And I'll repeat the process. In the first one, we calculated 25% of what?
Current is
No, working capital.
the working capital. Sorry,
Yeah. The second one, we calculated 25% of current assets. That one you
current
said correctly. Third one, we calculated the 25% of the balance
core
of current
current.
assets after the core current assets. The balance of current assets after the core current assets. You deduct the core current assets, you calculated 90. On 90, you calculated 25%. Yeah?
What is this core current assets, Dirja?
The core current assets are basically uh, pure money that is required for your operation. So the money that you require for raw material, the money that you require to pay the wages, the money that you require to have your operations go on, you know. So very basic stuff, no, those are called core current assets only. There are more detail to it, but you just understand that those are such assets which are basically very much needed for your operation, for your business. And in
Okay,
question,
okay.
this information will be given right away. No indirect way. Directly it will be given, core current assets is this much. So no worries in there.
Okay, Dirja, fine.
So there is no logic to all of this calculation. It is just a method to calculate how much of money a bank will allow you as a loan, basically. And they have some calculation methods, basically. In one, they are calculating 25% on the working capital. In another, they are calculating 25% on the current assets. In the third one, they are calculating the 25% of the balance amount of current assets when the core current assets are deducted. And that name that they give to that is called real current asset. They call it real current asset, the balance amount of 90 rupees. Is that okay, everybody? Any doubts? Now if not, then do this calculation for this scenario. We have current asset of, I'll tell you, 4 crore 95 lakhs. We have current liability of 70 lakhs. So current asset is 4 crore 95. Yes, this is it. And your current liability is 70 lakhs. Your core current assets is 10 lakhs. Your core current assets is 10 lakhs. Tell me how much is the loan amount, permissible amount, in the first, second, and third methods.
Said 44 lakh. That is 10 lakhs, right? Or 1 lakh? 10 lakhs.
First one, you're saying 1 lakh
No,
or 10 lakhs?
10 lakh, no, 10 lakhs is a number, right?
Yes, yes, 10 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 10 lakhs. You're right.
Like,
Yes.
zeros is confusing.
Yeah, yeah. So we can put a comma there also, just to avoid the confusion.
Dheeraj, can you check the numbers?
Please, please.
3187500,
Perfect. Next.
30125000,
Perfect. Next.
29375,000.
Perfect. That is correct. Absolutely correct. Others, did you calculate? Are you stuck somewhere? Please let me know. We can
Which one?
discuss. I'm asking to others in case they're stuck somewhere. Alright, that's all right. Simple calculation only. As long as you know where to calculate, you know what to multiply. That should be good enough. Is just to remember all of this. What to calculate, what to multiply, what to divide, what to add. That's the whole thing in this paper only.
The problem is during paper you don't remember. That's the whole problem.
Yeah. You need a lot of practice to really, you don't have to really cram all this, because if you practice a good number of questions, even 4 or 5 questions, if you practice, it'll automatically be there in your mind. So,
I actually completely forgot about the Tandon commentary.
yeah, no,
I thought we just have to calculate this.
yeah. There are actually the number of topics that they're there is really much. It's too much. This many should not be there, which is why, if you start with the first topic to last topic, while doing the last one, you will forget about the first one. What was there and what was the calculation and all of that. Did you get it? The numbers? I have highlighted the numbers here for you to verify. These are the answers.
Yeah, S. Dheeraja, I've got it.
Perfect. Yeah. Others?
So Dheeraj, one more point. Anytime they say do it as per Tandon committee report, we should do all three, right?
Yes. All three. They have given all three methods, so we have to do all three. Absolutely. And they have to give the core current assets in the question itself. Anessa, Asiti, did you get it? The numbers?
Dheeraj, I just came in front of the screen. Sorry, I was not here. I
Oh, is it? Okay.
uh,
No problem. No problem.
not
We
that
can refer.
simple thing. Yeah, I'll refer the video. Can you please brief me what is this about? This whole thing I didn't.
So this is nothing but uh, uh, basically when a company goes to a bank for loan, no, so
Yeah.
they have certain method of calculating the maximum amount of loan that they can give. So that's what it is all about. So they deduct certain money for something, and they calculate the maximum amount of money that they can give. So that exact word is called uh, MPBF, maximum permissible bank finance.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So the first method you have used three methods to calculate, and for this, like you have given 52.5, 45, and 37.5, like
Yes, this is the
some
final value. Yes.
final value.
These three methods, and it is up to bank which method they follow finally.
Okay, and this is used in our question for next part, or this is whole different question?
This is going to be used in the next question. However, I'm not going to solve the next question. I'm going to give you guys the question. You can solve it by yourself. You can just refer to the video.
Okay.
That should suffice. and you can solve it either way. That question again is solved in the class only, so you can also refer to the class notes. That's not a problem. Once we are done with that, I'll then practice few more other changing the values, creating new questions. We'll practice and we'll remember certain things by practicing here along with everybody. Yeah.
Okay, I think I will need to refer the video then
Yeah,
from
yeah. No problem.
yeah, the whole, yeah, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Anvesa, did you get the answers?
No, Dheeraj, even I was a little bit, I
Behind?
stopped a little bit in between, so
Oh, okay.
I'll also probably.
Sure.
watch the
No
video.
problem. No problem.
I
That's
think,
all right.
Dheeraj, one thing which easy to remember
Yeah.
in this, rather than how much loan a bank will give, I
Yeah.
think we should look at how much we need to contribute. I think then life will become simple.
Yeah.
Because we know that we have to get 25% of working capital or 25% of current assets or
Yes.
25% of real assets.
Correct.
I think if you make that, the other part automatically comes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree. That part actually it clicks a little bit better.
Yeah.
How much of money you have to
Because
pay.
the
Yeah, yeah.
moment we say how much loan to be given, then the one step of calculation goes into a toss.
Correct. Correct.
Easy to remember is 25% of what you have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
pay.
I totally agree. However, it is up to each and everybody. How do you want to remember? That's up to you. You can follow either that or this. That's absolutely fine. But I feel like this one is better. The one that cell shade. Yeah. Any doubts, guys?
There's the 25%, is that mentioned in the question?
No. 25% is the standard one. Every question that.
Standard as per, yeah.
Yeah.
Tandon report is what
Okay.
it is. 25%.
Yeah. That's their recommendation. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other doubts, guys?
There is where is the question given? Have you shared in WhatsApp? I'm not able to connect anything.
Oh,
For
so it's there in the WhatsApp. I had said in the at I think 3 or 4 p.m. around that time. That's the question that we are doing.
This is the question number 15 you're telling, right? This part,
Yes.
second part we are doing.
Yeah,
That is
second.
also shared.
Yeah, no, second part is not shared. I just read out while starting with it while discussing only. It reads its maximum permissible required to calculate its maximum permissible bank finance under the 3 methods of lending norms as suggested by the Tandon Committee, assuming the value of core current assets to be 10 lakhs.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll post the next question in the group only. You guys try by yourself for calculating the current assets, current liabilities, net working capital, and then calculating through the Tandon Committee. And next weekend we'll meet again and we'll practice few questions, good number of questions, not just from this topic, also from the last topics. Then only we'll move on to the next topic. That is, I think WSCC will take up weighted average cost of capital.
Dheeraj, till now we have only in last 3-4 sessions which we had, we mostly worked on WAC only, right?
Yes. WSCC is repeated again and again. Yes. Yeah.
When it's working capital, only we worked right now. We have not worked WACC.
No, we have not done it yet. So I'll tell you the exact course structure for our final exam. I had noted it down somewhere. Give me 1 second.
But the new message which came online was they
The
said
whole
that
course. I know.
don't-
That's a slight
That is a
mismatch. Yeah. I totally agree. The slight mismatch is there. Until we get a clarity on that, we can actually focus on the last parts. If they say
I'll tell you, I also noted the total course material which was given by sir, right?
Yeah.
Last, I'll just read it out. It is budgeting, rationing, capital budgeting, capital rationing, capital structure, EBIT, EPS analysis, WACC, and working capital computation.
Perfect. That's the problem part, and the rest of it are theory part, right?
So this is what we are doing is working capital computation right now for last.
Yeah. So what we have already completed are capital budgeting. We have already completed. Capital rationing we have already completed. Working capital computation we completed today. We'll do practice. We'll practice a number of questions on all these topics, but half of it is already done. So there are 6 topics, out of which 3 you have already completed. We have only left with 3 more: capital structure, EBIT EPS analysis, and WSAC.
I'll have to the first two I'll have to refer the videos.
Oh,
I
okay,
think I
okay.
missed one
Yeah, yeah.
session, right? In one day.
Oh,
2
yeah.
days.
Please do. Yeah, yeah, sure. I think if no other doubts, guys, that's all then. I'll post the question. You guys can try solving it. Either way, we'll be discussing in the next time we are meeting.
Thanks, Dheeraj.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Dheeraj.
No problem.
Thanks a
Have a
lot.
good-
Thank you, Dheeraj.